Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who might be new here, I'm a full-time working mom with 4 young kids, and I love to make videos on fashion, beauty, and a mommy lifestyle, including my recent obsession with Poshmark. So if those things sound interesting to you, please consider subscribing to my channel below and consider leaving this video a thumbs up as well. So I'm going to continue my weekly series on what's sold on Poshmark, and for this video I'm going to be covering the sales made during the week of June 2nd. So I'm counting that week from that Sunday through the following Saturday, so 7 full days. And for this particular week, to be honest, it was a little bit of a slow week. I made only 6 sales, which I'll share with you today. I'm still very thankful for those sales, of course, and I'm still doing a lot better than I had been about a month ago, but I definitely want to ramp up sales, hopefully in the next coming weeks. So I think that I'm really to blame for my slow sales this week. Currently I'm on my inpatient rotation in the hospital, which means I'm working essentially 14 days a week, and I'm on call 24 hours a day, and I'm in the hospital for most of that time as well. So to be honest with you, I just really haven't had much time to do any new listings. In fact, I only think I listed a few items this week because of time constraints. I was able to share a decent amount, maybe not as much as I usually do, but I do have some downtime during the workday, so I am continuing to try to share as much as I can. But for the next couple weeks, my listings are definitely going to be slower than they usually are. And I think I'm definitely seeing that reflected in some slightly slower sales as well. Nonetheless, I'm still happy that even though I'm not listing, I'm able to still sell items on Poshmark. And it's definitely been a fun release for me to be able to share my closet and interact on Poshmark, especially during these busy work weeks. So I hope you find this video helpful and find out what things are trending now and things that I've been able to sell recently. Please keep in mind that the numbers I'm going to quote in terms of net earnings really are my net earnings from Poshmark directly and do not include cost of goods. If you're interested in what types of cost of goods I'm looking at when I'm outsourcing, I will try to include some of that information in my future haul videos for you as well. So let's go ahead and get started for my sales of the week of June 2nd. Again, I have only 6 sales to share with you, but I think they were good ones, and I definitely learned a lot about the items that I sold during that past week. So the first item that I sold here was this beautiful Bowden printed corduroy dress. So as I've said in previous videos, I absolutely love selling Bowden. I've been pretty successful selling this brand, and I've sold multiple items, including a pair of shorts, multiple dresses. I currently have a beautiful blouse and swimsuit available in my closet now as well. But this is the first time I had found this type of style dress, and it was just beautiful in my opinion. And Bowden makes such great quality pieces. This was a corduroy dress in this beautiful fuchsia two-toned print here, and it did have pockets in the front, which I think was a nice plus. It was buttoned down the front. And this particular item, I was excited when I found it. However, I was a little worried that it may take a while to sell because it is corduroy. And of course, going into the summer months, I wasn't sure how popular corduroy dresses were going to be this time of year. In fact, it's well above 90 degrees here today. But nonetheless, I definitely wanted to purchase it because I just love Bowden products. So this item was only listed in my closet for a few weeks, and ultimately it did sell for a best offer price of $40. Poshmark fees were $8, and my net earnings on this item were $32. The next item that I sold last week was this really cool and trendy Urban Outfitters pair of jeans. It was called the Jessie two-tone jean by BDG, the Urban Outfitters brand. And as you can see here, the style was really, really unique. It was somewhat of a high rise, it had the frayed hemline, and it had a button fly, which I think are all trending now. But really what was cool about this was a two-tone denim, as you can see here. So I really love this jean. I wish it was in my size. I definitely would have kept it. And it did have a decent amount of interest. It had 16 likes, as you can see here. And I had it in my closet maybe for about a month or so, and had some interest, but just hadn't really gotten any offers. So I finally did get a best offer of $25. So I accepted that, and Poshmark fees were $5, so my net earnings were $20 on this jean. Again, I absolutely am going to be on the lookout for really trendy styles like this. So I think, again, it's the button fly, high rise, the frayed hemline, but most importantly, I think the really unique and cool aspect of these jeans was this two-tone denim design. So the next item that sold was this Atleta tank top. It was a modal blend printed tank. It was in size extra large, and I think the slightly larger size helped it sell quicker than some of my smaller size items from Atleta I have in my closet currently. It did have some nice seaming details on the back, and it had a really fun print, as you can see. Just a really fun basic printed workout tank. Great quality. The modal blend made it super soft as well. So really essential piece going into the warmer months. And I ultimately did accept a best offer price of $20 on this item. Poshmark fees were $4, so I took home $16 on this item. Again, I absolutely am always on the lookout for Atleta. I really like the brand, and I've had several sales of Atleta items previous in my closet. So I'm always on the lookout for some new fine items from this brand. The next item that sold was this pair of Express Distressed denim shorts, and as you can see here, it had some really fun details. So it had on the back pocket a little bit of embroidery. It also had a few splotches of bleaching that was intentional as well. It had a cuffed hemline, as you can see here, and overall slightly distressed as well. And this item was a size 12, which again I think was something that helped it sell a little quicker than some of my smaller size shorts that I have in my closet now. And to be honest, this sale was a little bit surprising. Of course, Express is a mall brand, so I didn't actually expect it to sell that quickly, but I think denim shorts right now, of course, are really popular because of the warm weather, so I wanted to give it a try. I also like the fun little details that this particular pair of shorts had. And this item actually sold in a few days of listing, surprisingly, which I was very, very happy about. I did ultimately accept a best offer price of $14. Poshmark fees were $2.95, and my net earnings on this item were $11.05. So of course these items I do not make a huge profit off of, but they really are quick sellers, especially if you find a slightly larger size in a very classic style like this. I think it can do pretty well. So I definitely will check out other Express items if I think that I can get them for a decent price and they fit kind of those criteria. So next item was this Life is Good t-shirt. It's a t-shirt from Life is Good Hawaii. It's a graphic t-shirt, and it was a men's size small. And Life is Good in general tends to do pretty well. I have a couple of our items in my closet. However, personally, I just haven't been able to sell them yet. Although I've heard from other poshers and resellers that Life is Good does very well for them. I haven't quite experienced that yet. This is my first Life is Good item to sell. However, I think their items definitely have a following and people are searching for them. I really like this Hawaii design. As I've said before, I'm from Hawaii, so it has a special place in my heart as well. I thought it was a really cute pattern with that Life is Good character doing a little shaka sign and having the ukulele. So overall, this item did get a decent amount of likes. You'll see it had 20 likes, but I just, again, wasn't getting many offers. So I was very happy to finally get an offer on this item. This is a men's sizing, and again, as I said in my previous video, I don't tend to source men items, at least I don't actively look for them, but how I actually come across them is I'm often looking in the women's sections for clothing, and these items are either mislabeled or they are mistakenly placed in the women's section, and if I find them and I like them, I picked them up, and that's exactly what happened with this t-shirt. So this item ultimately was sold for a best offer price of $9. Poshmark fees were $2.95. I took home $6.05. So to be honest, I really didn't make much off of this t-shirt. I made a little bit of money, which I was happy about. So overall, I think Life is Good potentially is a good brand for some people, but for me, it just seemed to sit for a little bit. I think this item sat in my closet for about a couple of months, so I was happy to move it along. But in the future, I probably won't actively source Life is Good products. I think if I find another really great design in good condition, I would consider it, but only if it's at a fair price. And I only have one final sale to share with you that happened last week, and it was this pair of Nike dry fit running shorts with a brief liner that was attached. So as you can see, it was a very classic design. It was all black with a very clean and crisp white piping. As you can see, it had a Nike swoosh as well on the bottom hemline. It was in great condition. It had some really nice mesh details as well, and there was the brief liner attached in addition to a little key pocket in the waistline. And this item, again, was a little surprising for me. It sold in a few days of listing as well, and it instantly got a decent amount of likes in that short amount of time. I had 11 likes, as you can see here. So it was a very popular item, surprisingly. In general, I haven't been looking for Nike items. I just didn't think I could sell them for a high enough price point to make it worth my while. However, to be honest with you, this item sold quicker than most of my other athletic items I have in my closet. So I definitely am going to reconsider checking out Nike. I think if you can find a pair of shorts, kind of like the style, very classic design, in good condition, I think it definitely has a very strong following. I at least know that a lot of poshers have Nike listed as one of the brands they follow. So definitely be on the lookout for really nice quality, good condition, classic pieces like this one. So I was very excited to see what kind of interest these Nike shorts had, and ultimately this buyer paid my full asking price at that time, which was $19. Poshmark fees were $3.80, and my net earnings from these pair of shorts were $15.20. So definitely a decent item to pick up if you can get it at a decent price. I didn't make a huge amount of money again, but definitely was happy with that sale, especially because it sold so quickly. So there you have it. Those are my 6 sales that I made last week. So again, not a huge amount of sales, but I'm very happy with the sales that I did make. And again, over the next few weeks as I get off my inpatient rotation service, I do hope to kind of ramp up my Poshmark productivity a little bit more. But now, while my work schedule is so intense, I really am not having much time to list. I'm going to keep trying to share items though as much as I can and list a few items here or there if possible. Nonetheless, I'm very happy with how I've been doing so far, and if you have any questions about any of these items or my Poshmark experience, please don't forget to leave them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to this channel as well so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks again for watching, and I will plan to see you again in my next video. Bye!